Chidimma Adetshina, beauty queen, who overcame rejection to becoming a whole global queen. That's the story for the books. And like I told you, my royal babes, my queens, I hope you came with your crowns. Why? Because this is our queen treatment era. If you don't know who Chidimma is, she's basically a 23-year-old model. That's what even made it worse. A 23-year-old model, you're really beefing with a 23-year-old. So basically, she was born to a Nigerian father, right? And then a Mozambican mother. But then she was born in South Africa. She went for the Miss Universe South Africa pageant, right? Like it should be. But then, because of her name, Chidimma, a Nigerian name, because of that, it started raising issues like, oh, is she even a South African? Oh, why are we letting a Nigerian participate? But so yeah, she's been through it. It's actually a whole country fighting against her.
Nigeria.
Okay, so I don't know if you saw that bit. That bit was she went to Miss Universe, and guess what? She was the first runner-up. Basically, she was literally there with the winner. It was 2 people left, and she was the first runner-up. And not Nigeria or Miss Universe Nigeria, Miss Universe itself. Like what God can do. She was rejected by a whole country in South Africa. If you watch the video, you understand what's happened and what I'm trying to say. But guys, this girl went through it, and her mom is still facing legal custody. You see, she's crying. Like, girl has been through it. So I want to explain what's happening here before she even went to go into Miss Universe. Right, Miss Universe. So, because of her legal citizenship and everything that happened, South Africa, they forced her to withdraw the competition and basically was sucking her out of the country. They were saying her papers are void or whatever because of the mom or whatever. So they were saying she has identity theft or whatever. Those were allegations, suspicions. But then they made it out to be true. That basically petitions of people, and we'll continue watching and you would see. And I'm so grateful to all the people that I was able to get a footage from. God bless you. The online harassment was insane, but she refused to let rejection define her. That's what I love about her. On this channel, we talk about a lot of the bad issues or the people who should not be role models. But if you want a role model, she's number 1. This girl, a whole beauty queen, beauty and brains because she's a law student. So let her be your role model because now she's my role model. She was going to Miss Universe South Africa, right? But then she was in the competition. She went up to top 9 or whatever. And that's when the name allegations came up. So she had to withdraw because they forced her to withdraw. And when that happened, she didn't know what to do with herself. But the people who were organizing Miss Universe Nigeria, they contacted her that if she wants to be a part. And so she went ahead. Let's continue watching.
It's heartbreaking to see that I wasn't welcomed and accepted. Yeah.
She, whenever she thinks about it, she cries. So this is where it started. So watch the family members are happy. So this is when she went to top 9, right? In the Miss Universe South Africa pageant. She was representing South Africa. So that's when they saw that, oh, so this girl is actually Nigerian.
You know, Nigerians are forward. They are going to say, we have a Miss South Africa in South Africa. And you with them about Amapiano. They now say Amapiano is theirs. So you know this competition that goes on between South Africa and Nigeria. So we need to clarify that issue.
Like the issue was her. The issue was this young 23-year-old being in a beauty pageant, even though she was born in South Africa. Like, I can't believe even politicians were talking about her. And then the hate comments started. You are not my Miss South Africa. Go try in Nigeria. You are definitely not my Miss South Africa. Please go. They were telling her to go. After this girl had gone through odds and she was in top 9. Now they were like, she's not their Miss South Africa. And people were like, what African traditional outfit will she wear when required? Can you people take us seriously as South Africans and remove this girl? She cannot go onto the world stage and represent South Africans. I'm sorry. Like, what's up with the xenophobia? Why is it that Africans, we don't love each other? It's so insane. And she was born there. Like, I thought a citizen is by birth. Isn't it how it works? Or was I lied to this whole time? I just don't get it. Somebody was like, girl, we are not against you personally, but it just doesn't make sense how you can represent a place which your roots are not. Okay, fair enough, right? Fair enough. So she withdrew from the competition. Nigerians accepted her with open arms because is her fatherland, right? Her father is Nigerian. Let's see what these people continue doing.
Miss Universe, Mirabuz, has formally invited Chidimma to participate in the Miss Universe Nigeria 2024, as this is an opportunity to participate and represent the father's native on an international stage.
Hello, my name is Chidimma Adetshina, and I am representing the nature's gift of the nation, Taraba State. So my goal is obviously to win the crown for Miss Universe Nigeria, and I do have a gift pack that I want to share with everybody. I just love how welcoming they are. From the moment I stepped into Nigeria, I felt the love, the support, the energy is high. It's skyrocket high.
Yeah. So basically, when Nigerians accepted her, basically they said that she can come and compete in the competition, right? In the Miss Universe Nigeria competitions. And guess what? She went and she won. That's why she's wearing the crown here, because she became Miss Universe Nigeria. Like, you see what God does? You see God? Like, seriously, don't play with God. She could have gone to her shell and be like, oh my gosh, my own people are rejecting me. I cannot do this no more. I don't want to be on stage no more. But she didn't let that define her. She didn't let rejection define her. And then she stood up and she accepted the invitation that, yes, I am going to compete for Nigeria. Because it was like she was starting all over. Gelly was already in top 9 in South Africa. Now she also go to Nigeria and basically start all over with how many girls? I don't know if there are 100 girls or whatsoever. But she said, I'm going to do this. I can do this. I will do this. And so she did.
I'm so excited and I'm so proud of myself. I think I really do embody the spirit of perseverance and resilience. And I am so honored to be wearing the sash and to be representing Nigeria.
Yes, okay. Okay. So this is Mexico. After she was in Nigeria and she won, these people were still making fun of her. And that's the problem. Oh. Like, she has left your country. Leave her alone. But no, they just can't leave her alone. Let me show you what some people said. Thank you, South Africa, for rejecting Chidimma. Just like Joseph, you led her to her destiny through rejection, but you lost due to your xenophobic burden. I pray you are delivered from your self-inflicted wahala. I mean, not every South African was like this, to be fair, but a lot of them. And this is what somebody else said. If you hate someone, don't announce it. You end up making the person famous. And it was so true, because girl went to Mexico. They were making fun of her that, oh, now that you are used to Cape Town, you cannot live in Nigeria, because well, just like they've cancelled her papers or whatever, so she cannot go back to South Africa. She had to live in Nigeria. But Girlie went to Mexico to participate in the Miss Universe competition. Miss Universe, yes. Yeah. Top 30. This was, I think, top 9 or top 10.
Come on up, please join me while the
And now she's going to make her speech.
Okay, Miss Universe has inspired generations of women. What is your message to the ones watching you right now?
As a woman who has faced adversity, I feel like I have a powerful story. I don't stand as Chidimma Adetshina. I stand here as a symbol of hope, a beacon of faith. As someone who has persevered with grace, I believe I have fought for not only myself, but for others.
Thank you, Miss Nigeria. Thank you.
Nice.
Guys, do you know what happened here? Girlie made history. She became top 2 in Miss Universe. Top 2, Miss Universe. No Nigerian have even gone to top 5. I don't know if top 10 they've gone, but no Nigerian has even gone top 5. Girlie went to top 2. Guys, that's why you shouldn't let rejection define you. Don't let rejection bring you down. Let your success be the revenge you take on the people that hate you and the people that want you to stay down. Let your success speak. Don't fight for them. No. I'm going to keep on. I'm going to persevere, because in the end, God is going to see me through. And God did that for her. Girlie was like, she cannot take it anymore. She cannot do this anymore. And God did it for her. Look at her. Top 2. She's so gorgeous too. Like, oh, girlie. Oh. Like, she's crying and she has to smile.
Course is
I mean, congrats to her. She's so gorgeous too. But Girlie, just a gorgeous beauty. Congratulations, baby girl. So she became Miss Universe Africa and Oceania. The irony, now she's the Miss Universe of all Africa. Really? You didn't want it to be Miss Universe South Africa.
And Sheena, you better get behind me because I'm actually on your side with this one.
It's a beautiful thing to see.
These are South Africans.
Nigeria, she's not being discriminated.
The good ones.
And it's also a beautiful thing to know and notice that a lot of South Africans, there's those xenophobic, Afrophobic, those evil South Africans. There's a plenty of South Africans like me
Yeah.
are in support of her, who actually sympathize with her. And her, I like recently now, since she's starting to win, and that's starting to be sympathetic too. I'm talking about people who used to hate her, people who used to write negative things about her.
She deserved it. She, here to say is Chichi deserved the actual crown. I just woke up, be crossed in Yuso, and I watched the highlights. And I started watching from the top 12. That girl did not come to play. So because of the adversary and the pressure that was on it, she went on that stage and brought fire. So therefore, let's
The walk.
our L and congratulate this girl. She, like I'm in awe. I'm just in awe. For me, her story sounds like one of the biblical stories. Like they're still rewriting the Bible stories. Chichi's story will be there. It sounds like a
Seriously.
story.
Yeah.
From adversary to royalty type of story. Like
Seriously.
Oh, everywhere.
Oh, yeah. So this was basically her, before she went to the competition. This is her grandfather. He was blessing her. And seriously, the prayers of a righteous man availeth much because look at what happened to her. Like,
What? Nobody will notice. Go see. No? Thank you. You're welcome.
Well, my fellow queens, put on your crowns. Adjust your crown, queen. Oh, she's just so gorgeous, like a whole natural beauty. The walk.
Chidimma is a law student who advocates in diversity.
Law student too.
She has made it her mission to empower young women through education and economic opportunities.
Like, guys, this is a lesson, right? To go from rejection to glory. Like these biblical figures like Joseph. Look, like his whole family rejected him. Like he was sold to slavery by his brothers because they were jealous of him. And with her like this, a lot of people were jealous of her because girl is beautiful, she's talented, and she's smart. She was sold to slavery. Yet when she got to Egypt, right, the place that he was going to be a slave, that's when he experienced his success. So no matter what happens, no matter how far you go, there's nothing that God cannot do to bring you back to where you are supposed to be. The success is yours. Nobody can bring you down. Who God has blessed, no one can curse. Look at David, for instance. Man was anointed at 15 to be the king. But look at the things that he went through. Where Saul tried to kill him for years and years, I think like 10 years or something. He was in the wilderness. It seemed like his blessing would never come to pass. But then look at what happened. After years, he became basically the best king of Israel. When we talk about kings of Israel, it's David. And he even became the father to Jesus. The bloodline. Jesus came from his bloodline. Like imagine such a promise, such a blessing, such an anointing. We have the rejected stone, which is the stone that the builders rejected. It has become the cornerstone. That's basically Chidimma. Just the stone that everybody rejected. Her own homeland people rejected. But she has become the chief cornerstone. So you are the chief cornerstone, my dear queen, my royal babe. Do not let anything bring you down because God has got you. Seriously. Let's listen to her for lessons on overcoming persecution and rejection.
Yes, your Miss Universe Nigeria 2024 outdoors.
Yes, queen.
I feel amazing. It is an honor to be wearing this sash. I am so excited and I am proud of myself as well.
So what went through your mind, at that moment you were standing on the stage and your name was called as the winner of the pageant?
So throughout the whole day, I was really anxious. I was so nervous. I couldn't.
I would be too.
I felt like my head was all over the place. And the competition started progressing. I think the anxiety started kicking in and I was getting nervous. And just before they announced the winner, I was just like, oh, thank God. I'm just grateful that I made it. And when I heard my name get called, I had the sense of relief, the sense of accomplishment. And I cannot even think how I can explain how I feel, because it was a very powerful moment for me.
And so it's really difficult to read your reaction to a thing. Trying to guess what that was about.
Because I was so excited, because I was like, yay, I'm happy. And then I just had like this overwhelming feeling, and I cried. And I know I'm an ugly crier. So I was like, no, you can't cry. You'll wake up, and like, suck it up a little bit and just enjoy that moment as well.
She just
Did
get
you
crying.
decide to accept the invitation from the organizer to come contest in these pageants? Why was it so important for you to be here?
So like I said, I've always, wanted to be a pageant girl, but I always felt like it was just for younger girls. And then started at 17, that's when I was actually aware of pageant work and all of that. And I was actually really intrigued. I was like, oh my God, this is so pretty. They look so pretty. The crowns, the beauty, the walk, the dresses. I wasn't really educated on what it is to be a queen. And then I signed up for Miss SA 2022 and I didn't get accepted. And I signed up again because I knew that this is the dream that I fulfill. So I'm like a goal setter. If I set something for myself, I always motivate myself to achieve that.
That's how I am too.
Being Miss Universe was something that I've always wanted to, achieve. And that's why I actually motivated myself to try again in 2024.
My mom actually went to Miss Universe.
Through to the top 30. So I was so excited. In that moment, I didn't think about, Miss Universe. I was just like, I'm so proud of myself, because it's really not easy to take an action, especially when you set a big goal for yourself. So I was really proud of myself. But then throughout the course of that journey, I kept on progressing, started becoming better, a better version of who Chi Chi is. And I was able to get there. And unfortunately, it was a shortcoming and I had to withdraw from the competition. And Silver
That's the South Africa one.
out to me, and they saw that potential. And I didn't want to accept it at first because I felt like it was too soon. But then again, I've always wanted this, and I am a goal getter. So I felt like, you know what? Maybe this is just a second chance, Why not try? And that's the reason why I actually accepted the invitation.
Yeah, two things stand out for me. Let's talk about this first. You talked about you hesitated. You didn't really want to accept because it was too soon for you. But became she's first Nigeria 2024 when you won. The reactions mostly from here in Nigeria, positive reactions, but we had some other people who talks that maybe teaching that, in especially for other girls, I had to go through the stage right for get go and had to buy whole spot. But there's a reaction that
But Kelly went through even more.
for you. How do you respond to that?
Easy, really.
The girls here are very competitive. Like, they really showcase themselves really well. And I think there was not much of a difference. I do get the points. I do get where people are coming from. But at the end of the day, I also had my own journey. I had my fair share of actually going through the process. It might have been a slight difference, obviously, but then I feel like I also did, go through a journey that they went through as well.
You went through, like, you had to withdraw from the competition, the Miss Essay competition. How are you really?
So it has been a hectic one. I think I've been avoiding, talking about it because it is an emotional one for me. I just cried earlier. No, it's not a nice feeling because I think
She's going to cry.
You could take it.
Aww. Kelly is only 23. How are you beefing with a 23-year-old? A whole country. Are you kidding me? They just won't leave her to.
speaking about it.
Like, they even went to Miss Universe to tell them to remove her.
Really,
What?
at all. And I think I've been avoiding it a lot, and only now it's like starting to cloud me and it's affecting me. So it's something that I will work on as well and see a therapist, because I feel like I have been suppressing my emotions and everything, because what has happened, it wasn't like a minor thing. It was actually really major, but I'll be fine.
Girl, you will be fine. People were signing petitions to remove her. What? Really? She cannot even celebrate her with her mom in such a happy time.
You had to go through how you see yourself, how you identify yourself. Has this changed?
I don't think this changes anything for me. I still see myself proudly South African. I still see myself proudly Nigerian. I think these are just the little barriers, that sort of divides us as well, which I feel like it shouldn't be the case at all, because it is necessary to be there and it shouldn't be a barrier, but it's just us needing to know when and how we need to start accepting these differences and not actually making them a barrier to separate us.
Yeah, she's so smart.
And what does this win mean for you? What do you hope to achieve with ease? What do you hope to do with this crown?
So firstly, I think I always say it always starts with you, because if you didn't want this dream, you wouldn't have started this journey. So for me, it's a
Keep
tap on
going.
the shoulder to say, well done, you have accomplished it. And even though it was a rough path for you, you really stepped up and you showed how powerful and strong and resilient and how you can, embody that spirit of perseverance. The message I would give to people watching is don't give up on your dreams,
Don't give up.
set those goals for yourself. It might seem too scary, but set them and always do everything in your power to make sure you achieve them.
See, she said that write your plans, your purpose, your vision. That's why the Bible says, write your vision and make it plain. Whatever you want to do, you've got this. Hence her as a role model and go for it. There's nothing you cannot do once you put your mind to it and once God is with you. Isaiah 40 verse 31 says that those who hope in the Lord will renew their strength. They will soar on wings like eagles. Seriously, no matter what you choose to do, no matter what you want to do, God has got you. So let this be your time. Use her as a role model that no matter how many times people reject you, look at Esther like this. She was a Jew, but then she went into a whole other nation and she became the queen. No matter where your root is, no matter who you are, where you are, follow God's leading and let him take you to where he wants to take you and be who he made you to be. Me, for instance, look at YouTube. Like, guys, you don't understand what I've been through with YouTube. It's been 3 years now and over 300 videos. 300 videos. And now we're at 900. Like, I was so excited, guys. But it's been such a long journey. But like I said, one thing I have that is similar to Chidimma is that I persevere. I keep going. I don't stop. Because once you stop, it's over. Once you stop, nobody will care. Nobody will know. Like Chidimma, if she did not continue, you think anybody will know about her or care about her? Anybody will know her name? No. But she kept going. She kept going. She kept going. And that's why she's seen as this success story. Let that be your story. Because success is the best form of revenge. Trust me. This girl, not only has she made history, she's going home $4 million. She has a 1-year stay in New York, a luxury apartment for free. She has deals, modeling deals being done for her. And even Nigeria is going to have a lot more brand collaborations because they have a queen from Nigeria. Not only is she doing this kind of great thing for herself, but also on young girls. Like, it has taught us young girls, even though I'm older than her, that rejection is redirection. You may be rejected in one part, but it's because God is redirecting you for something even greater. So no matter what challenge that you're going through, there's nothing that is too big for God. That's why Romans 8:28 says that, and in all things we know God works for the good for those who love him. Chidimma, this is not the end. This is just the beginning. You will see that she's going to get even bigger and bigger. These people that are laughing at her, they are going to cry tears, blood later when they see how God is going to make her. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and share it to everybody because people need to see this.